Good morning. I commit tax fraud to extreme lengths. This looks like two actors taking a break during a gay porn shoot. 1,000 deaf people hear sound for the first time. First sight, now hearing. Okay, Mr. Beast, next video idea, give 1,000 people with erectile dysfunction boners for the first time. Men, I promise no woman finds reckless speeding or driving attractive. Not everything is for the female gaze. Vehicular manslaughter is a form of self-expression. Wait, when they bury someone with implants, is there a point in the decomposition process where there's just a skeleton with huge boobs? Welcome to Fact or Cap. Today, we are doing an unboxing video. What was the incident at your high school? Pregnant girl got punched in the stomach and had a miscarriage. Eggs, bacon, cocaine. We have two of the three. Come in to find out which ones. Spoiler alert, this is a vegan cafe. Tell me you have a 3-year-old without telling me you have a 3-year-old. Chop them up and mix some cinnamon and sugar with them. Fry them in the pan until soft but not mush. Delicious. The apples, however, are a total loss. Okay, this Barbie Batgirl cosplay did not need to go this hard. Never mind. It is AI. I just noticed the Twin Towers in the back. I hate it here. Dungeons & Dragons introduces its first canonically autistic character. The Player. I'm going to ask again, why the hell was Stephen Hawking on Jeffrey Epstein's island? Did they abuse him too? Never ask a woman her age. Never ask a man his salary. Iceland. How it eliminated Down syndrome. Let me guess. They just told the people to look up? Damn, you are close. It was eugenics. Not even Superman himself could pull my tongue out of Lois Lane. Hope your family sees this comment. What would your mom say? Ferb ended up with this baddie because he did not talk shit. Be like Ferb. But she was 16 and he was about 10. What is unusual about your body? One of my balls hangs lower than the other two. Oh, that is Wait a second. Who would win in a fight? Remy. I hate this debate. He is a street rat. He would absolutely clobber Stuart with his bare hands. Stuart has not worked for anything in his life. Remy knows struggle. Stuart is a little bitch. OnlyFans is not a real job. Okay, so why have I just bought my first flat at 19? Over 100 years of feminism, and you still have to resort to being an online prostitute to be successful. So, apparently AI art is encountering a problem. There is so much AI art out there that the programs are now starting to pull from it. And AI art, created through referencing AI art, is yielding worse and worse results. So what you are telling me is that the AI art is inbreeding? Essentially, yes, and we be getting the Habsburg jaw of images. NASA is monitoring an asteroid that could collide with Earth on Valentine's Day in 2046. A 1 in 400 chance. The first Valentine's Day where everyone gets smashed. My worst fear is accidentally committing tax fraud, because I am a fucking idiot. Mine is getting caught eating dead bodies, haha. How not to be conspicuous. An anti-gay Hungarian politician has resigned after being caught by police fleeing a 25-man orgy through a window. He was doing research. He was analyzing. Hey, I noticed you had some cuts on your thigh. Are you okay? We care about you. They are stretch marks, you virgin. If his name starts with J, he is probably Satan. I literally died for your sins. Disney artists did not have to go this hard for a short film. I did not have to be this hard for a short film. Feeling rowdy? Tell us in the comments who we should ban from entering the country. Ban Keanu Reeves. Mirko, this is a warning. We are not going to ban you, but if you ever come here, you will get full body cavity searched upon arrival by Big Islander men with rough hands. 90% of millennial couples look like this. I hate how painfully accurate this is. My most recent ex and me. Everyone is calling me a school shooter, and it really fucking hurts. I cannot even hurt a fly without feeling like a sadistic shit, and now I am being associated with cold-blooded child killers. Feels bad, man. Time to teach them a lesson. Start a sentence. My favorite sex position is called, and let predictive text finish it for you. My favorite sex position is called the cancellation fee. I feel called out. My favorite sex position is called slavery. Well, I was not expecting that. My favorite sex position is called the firstborn. You are an art model, does that mean you are naked? Yeah. Whoa. Those lucky artists. Buddy, I do not know who started the idea that life drawing classes have anything sexy going on like. There is at least 10 people in the room, and we are all tired and covered in charcoal. The dude in front who is staring at my boobs has been trying to get the shading right for 10 minutes. He is almost out of paint. He is crying. The best way to use a portal gun. Second best. What is the best? Little lower. It is just about finding the balance. Took 28 years to realize that no matter what the meeting is about, if you randomly chime in with, "It is just about finding that balance," people will always agree. We should deal with the sexual harassment happening in the workplace. It is just about finding that balance. If you could telepathically say something that all 7.8 billion people on Earth could hear at once, what would it be? Act out a conversation between two people talking about shutting down the simulation, then freak out about accidentally broadcasting the conversation in the simulation. My son would have been 3 years old today. What happened? I pulled out. People who sleep with their phone on silent or do not disturb really do not give a fuck about nobody's life. Look, if you decide to have a problem after midnight, that is between you and God, to be honest. I spent 2 minutes staring at this, wondering how I could set my phone to Dungeons and Dragons. Dubai unveils plans for a 9 billion gold-plated, diamond-encrusted skyscraper. Ribbed for her pleasure. Women will not be allowed in this structure. Who would win? Every creature in Australia. Every Florida man. They would breed. You can choose a superpower, but the first person to reply can choose a side effect. Midas touch that I can switch on and off. Testicular torsion. I briefly worked with a guy who unironically had the Ingsoc logo tattooed on his upper arm. I remember asking him if he read the book and why he got the tattoo. He said he only saw the movie, and since he was a socialist, he agreed with the white hand shaking hand with the black hand. That was when I realized that he in fact did not see the movie or read the book, and ignorance was truly his strength. This is going to sound sloppy mushy, but the best sex I ever had was with my husband. I was tired with Christmas prep and wanted to stay in. He wanted to go pubbing with his work crew. I went to bed early, but left our sign that it would be okay to wake me up. He actually came home early and took me up on the offer. We had been married 20 years at that point, but the stars aligned and we felt like teenagers. Went at it, laid naked together, taking and laughing, just held each other and did nothing all night long. I remember looking at him sideways all the next day, catching him watching me. Both of us wondering where the heck that came from. He died the next day, causes unrelated to overexertion, and I still think of that night as the greatest gift of our entire marriage. Once in a lifetime. Wait, what? Goofy's head goes for $19,000 at auction. There is no way it could be that good. I love it when he hucks on my ah-ha-ha-ha-e. What is a deal breaker for you in a relationship that might not be a big deal to others? If someone tells me they do not mind giving my grandmother a ride to bingo, but then hours later, they are nowhere to be found, and eventually you get a call from the cops that they were caught doing meth behind a Burger King. Mad Lad releases a mosquito jar in a TED Talk. Bill Gates once released a jar full of mosquitoes into the audience during a TED Talk on malaria, stating, "There is no reason only poor people should have the experience." Bill Gates personally raw dogs the entire audience during his speech about the AIDS crisis. Leap Year Birthday Boy finally marks his 18th after 72 years, so he is legal. Can we talk about Mr. Beast's silence regarding the war Gaza and how it exposes him as a total fraud? He could single-handedly finance various groups in Gaza to fight for freedom and help people, but refuses to do so. He has not even talked about it yet. Last terrorist to take his hand off the ballistic missile gets $1 million. The weirdest flex is professors who say that most students will not pass their class. Like, congratulations, you suck at your job. We had a math teacher like that. He failed the entire class on the final, then killed himself the next day. We did not get a redo. My mom when I didn't clean my room. Do you know the actual video? Yes, I do. My sister works a full-time job and still cooks like this for her man every day. Yas sis clogged them arteries. Collect that life insurance. I see you. Falling in love hits different when you know they are a paid actor sent by the CIA to distract you from dedicating your life to dismantling the government. So, you are saying the reason I do not have a girlfriend yet is because I am not a big enough threat yet. Beetle cars with daisy rims. Runs over someone cutely. Toxic masculinity is so sexy. You mean like normal politeness and normal courtesy towards women? No, like wife beating. When the Death Eaters appeared in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 2005, I thought they were an evil version of the KKK. What do you mean evil version? If I die under mysterious circumstances, it has been nice knowing you. If that happens, can I have Twitter? Okay, no takesies backsies. Time for mysterious circumstances. The old design was terrible. The new X design and branding is sleek and futuristic. It is a game changer. Twitter was old and obsolete. Guys don't. This person has a humiliation fetish. In an attempt to get Americans to see why Japan finds Barbenheimer offensive, Japanese Twitter has taken to making 9/11 jokes, completely misunderstanding that Americans love 9/11 jokes. It's almost like dark humor is to cope with tragedy. Heck, I make lots of jokes about my dad tearing my asshole. What do I do in this position? I am white. Entire library is empty. Random girl came and sat right next to me. Now mate, this new Netflix Hitler show looks dope. Fresh Prince of Munich. Who the fuck decided rendezvous would be pronounced like that? Poor monolinguals. They cannot seem to understand that other languages besides English exist. What the fuck did you just call me? She called you Mongolian. Sushi date. Eating them in front of their family is crazy. Cruel wish. The genie looking at me after my first wish is to give all blind people eyesight for 30 seconds. 30 seconds is too short. Give it a week. That way they can share the miracle with their family and get used to their new life. Maybe even throw away things they used to make their lives better, like canes and such. It will also F with their spatial awareness, as they will get used to having vision. Then they wake up, and it is gone. What is your solution? No genocides. For humanity, as it is estimated 10 billion humans living on Earth around 2075. Remove all the warning labels. We will be down to 3 billion in no time at all. Combat death, 97% men, 3% women. Industrial death, 93% men, 7% women. Suicide victims, 80% men, 20% women. Winner of custody, 16% men, 84% women. That makes sense. Cannot give the kids to someone who is going to die soon. Me, looking at my neighbor, I can milk you. Drinking a cow's milk is just as weird as drinking your neighbor's breast milk. Markiplier is on the nice list. Fuck you, Santa. When Mark. Scientists at Exeter University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Moses might have looked. Let my people go, brother. We are proud to announce that everyone now gets 280 characters per tweet. Except real Donald Trump, he only gets 1. N. Things you can say in both math class and bed. Man, I am going to kill myself. Finding out stripper poles spin in place instead of strippers around the poles is the grown-ups finding out Santa is not real. Wait, what? Your mom never told you. Sorry, but you have to pick one. Your pet dies. 10 random children die. As a person who doesn't own any pets, picking the 10 random kids to die was an easy choice. The way my neighbor makes the entire apartment building smell like boiled feet. I am about to sit outside their door with Febreze on full blast till they get the hint. So turns out he died. Alright, I am going to give this a shot. I want to start woodworking, wood turning, and epoxy projects. But I do not know where to begin. Any recommendations for an LA-based mentor guru? Probably stay away from the woodsmate. Your career just got back on track. I hate Spotify ads because I listen to podcasts in the shower, and there is nothing scarier than being naked and hearing LeBron James say, "I will tell you what makes me thirsty."